See, I think that's beautiful. And that's straight, literally just pressing one note down. I've just turned it up a little bit. It seems a little bit quiet. It's obviously, I'm using the mod wheel here. You can see it. Hi there, my name's Andrew Hind. I'm a full-time composer. I write music for production music libraries, film, games, and TV. And today I'm looking at a new instrument that I've literally just picked up. I'm not sponsored for this or anything. I've just literally just bought it, called Viola Textures from Emergence Audio, which is actually a company I hadn't heard of, but they have some really cool stuff on their website. This is one of four VSTs, viola, violin, cello, and double bass textures. I went for viola because it's sort of in the middle. It'll do a little bit of everything. It'll do a bit of sort of violin sort of register, a bit of viola register, obviously, and also some cello register. And I thought if I like it, it's a bit of it's sort of in the middle and will do a lot of jobs. I think if I really like it, I might pick up the cello one as well, and maybe the violin and double bass one. I don't know if they do a multi. No, there's nothing about a multi-buy thing here, but who knows? Who knows? There's also a try free button on here, which I haven't pressed, which is pretty weird. I'm going to press it. What, you can actually try a sample library? I don't know. That's worth a look at anyway, isn't it? Try 9 different instruments. Oh, from info. Okay, well that's definitely worth a look at as well. I'll leave you a link to Emergence Audio anyway in the description. So if you like this and think it might be useful for your music, then you can also pick it up. So what does it do? Well, I was looking for something that was a bit different from your normal string library. I use for, let's just go with that a minute. I use CSS quite a lot, Cinematic Studio Strings. I really like the Cinematic Studio Strings viola. And actually with some work, that can sound really nice, really nice in context only. It's not really quite up for solo. My only gripe with that is that it's got quite a lot of vibrato, and the vibrato is either on or off. If you look here, I also own the Chris Hines solo viola, which is a different beast entirely, absolutely brilliant at many things, but a total beast to use. So I was going to sort of compare the sound of that. The Viola Textures is something completely and utterly different. It's not a solo instrument. It is literally like a texture. So I'm looking for something I wanted something that was going to give a moving, lifelike, sort of organic sort of feel in the background. So when you load it up in Contact Instruments, you might need the full version of Contact for this. I don't know. You would need to check. This is the full version, so it's sort of loaded anyway. There's this one sort of basic instrument, and then there's a set of multis. I'm not going to use the multis because I just tried one a minute ago and they take a while to load, and I wasn't that keen on them. This though looks really cool. Just pressing the thing down for a start. See, I think that's beautiful. And that's straight, literally just pressing one note down. I've just turned it up a little bit. It seems a little bit quiet. It's obviously, I'm using the mod wheel here. You can see it. My dog barking in the background. So that's the flautando. I don't quite understand why it's got two sides to it here, but that may well become clearer. There's an effects panel. Okay, so that's the... Okay, what have we got? Let's try flautando. I've sort of looked at, haven't we? Let's try, I don't know, normale muted. See what that sounds like. It's really lovely. I'm not 100% on the reverb or the end of that. Sounds a little bit synthy to me, but it's nice. It sounds alive. It's moving. I mean, if you compare that with doing something similar on, I don't know, CSS, for example. Let's just put it so that it's not. It'll do 2 notes at a time. You know, that's wobbly and it sounds synthesized. This has a real sense of sort of organic growth to it, which is really nice. Let's try another one. Tasto muted, maybe. It's very moody, isn't it? It's very, very evocative. It sounds really, really alive. These all sound relatively similar, I have to say. What's correlated? Detache. What does that do? I don't know. Okay. This is quite nice. Okay, so actually that sort of leaning into the note is quite a difficult thing to get unless it's pre-recorded like that. It doesn't work with CSS at all. Well, we were on the wrong thing for a start, so let's just change it to the longer staccato on CSS. So this, you get that. This is better though, isn't it? I think. However, it's not tempo synced, is it? Obviously. Don't think so. No. It just plays whatever. But that's usable. I think that sounds nice. So there's a lot of those. What else have we got? Ricochets in reverse. Let's see if it does those. So there's 2 things going on here, isn't there? I'm not keen on that reverb. Okay, so there's lots we can do there. Okay, there's a huge amount of reverbs in there. Let's try a small plate. Okay, well I think that'll improve with a bit of fiddling. Okay, so you've got 2 things going on at the same time. 2 things going on at the same time. Me talking and playing at the same time is not helpful. So there's some quite useful effects in there. That's nice. Experiments. Rage Against Experiment. Let's try that. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. These are all weird, non sort of organic sounding, I think. Let's try something up here. Ancient Age. Okay, so you've got so I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing there, literally, apart from just holding a note down, which is quite cool. Infinite drones, I imagine that's what it is. Let's try a couple of those. Nearly there, infinite drone. Nice. So very usable. Pads. Crazy crickets. So, okay, this is really, really adjustable, isn't it? Because we've got that going on the one hand, and I'm assuming, yes, we can change all of these. Look. Okay. We must be able to get a different thing going on each side. Soltasto. Let's try that. Yeah, okay. Okay, so these are, I don't know, these are totally changeable from side to side. I need to look at it in more depth, but that's quite nice. Pulses. Is it really pulse? All right, so there's a lot of playful stuff in here. Swells. Okay, we're back to a more organic sound, I think, here. Let's try the flautando swell. Nothing more. Okay, I thought that was going to be it. I'm more, I don't know. I think I'm keener on what's going on in the original. I'm preferring this. I'm preferring the more unsynthesized or unprocessed sounds. So that is lovely. That is beautiful. I mean, you can imagine that in a, you know, some sort of movie background or something, can't you? It works really, really, really well. What am I trying to do? I've obviously forgotten how to retrospective MIDI record. There we go. You know, it doesn't take much to actually make something that sounds vaguely okay. We need a little bit of bass in with that as well, wouldn't we? Let's just try recording something else. So that's what I think probably where this this library's strength for me is in the in the non sort of synthy patches, the things that actually sound organic. They sound live, they're moving, they have a sense of energy to them, a sense of sort of direction. I'm not 100% thrilled with the onboard convolution reverb, though of course it's possible to switch that off and to go somewhere else with it. And some of the endings, probably because of the convolution reverb, sounded a bit synthy to me. It's not the sort of thing for playing a melody. It's just for playing chords, isn't it? And it'd be great. It'd be great for like background, I don't know, suspense, background, beautiful sort of stuff where you just need a sense of movement, that something like a, you know, just a pre-recorded sampled CSS Viola or whatever, or Stringline can't quite give you. $99, was it? £99? $99, so about 80, 90 pounds, something like that. Worth it? Probably yes, I think so. I'd need to use it more. It depends. It's the sort of thing you really, really need to look into. There's an awful lot of stuff you can do with it. Often a lot of the things that I do, I just do tend to use the presets. But I think if you really, really dig into this, there's a lot of things that could be really, really useful, possibly even for more sort of synthesized tracks. Oh God. See, that's cool. That sort of thing's really, really nice. And the great thing about it is that all of these things are quite long. You know, they're not the same. They're not repetitive. They have a sense of organic sort of growth to them, which is great. Okay, well, I hope that's been a little bit interesting, at least, in my sort of quick first look through here. I think it's really useful to look through these sample libraries from a point of view of just literally putting the thing on your computer and opening it up to see what it does and what it looks like in those first few minutes, rather than looking at the reviews by people who have been using it for a long time or built it for a long time and know the ins and outs of it and have spent hours sort of going on the nitty gritty. Also listening to the sample tracks that you often get on a lot of the websites. So the demo tracks that you get on the website sound amazing, and of course they should do. But again, they're going to be made with somebody who spent hours and hours with this interface and you know, really, really knows it intimately well. I think it's really important to get an idea of what these things sound like when you open them straight out of the box. Hope that's been useful. If you would like to hear more, then it'd be great if you could subscribe or click or do a like. Do you know, to be honest, I'm not bothered if you don't, because I do these videos because I like doing them, but it'd be great if I could see you again. Thanks then. Bye-bye.